I think we may have underestimated both Korean Hulk and AUDEN LARRATT's strength on the arm wrestling table. Hello arm wrestling fans, in today's video we will discuss how strong is the Korean Hulk. We'll discuss his match against AUDEN LARRATT. How strong is AUDEN LARRATT? Who should be his next opponent? Then later on we'll talk about the Challenger Series 2 event and some other arm wrestling updates. So let's start. At King of the Table 12, AUDEN LARRATT just destroyed his opponent Korean Hulk. The match was not close and I don't care who says what, AUDEN completely handled him like almost a beginner. So that kind of showed us that the gap was so huge. We still don't know how strong AUDEN is. We still don't know how strong Korean Hulk was. Maybe he was really weak and AUDEN is also not that strong, but all of those assumptions were kind of wrong because I know it's practice poll and I don't want any hate in the comment section for comparing practice polls, but they do tell us something. There's a reason why arm wrestlers take them seriously, then tell you to not take them seriously. Korean Hulk pinned Coach Ray in the practice polls. Yes, he was attacking first, Coach Ray was trying to defend it, but he cannot even slow it down. And Korean Hulk has to be the one who was more tired because he just had a super match. And the referee Hristo Delirjakov cannot slow him down. He has been one of the top guys in the past, around 75 kilos. Right now he isn't, but I wouldn't be surprised if he's still maybe even top 6-7 in the world, around 75 kilos or maybe even 80 kilos. So he's seriously good, especially in a super match format. And Coach Ray is also similar because his match against Hristo was an absolute war. And then I saw something surprising. Nugo Shikadze was going back and forth against the Korean Hulk. That's a guy who's over 100 kilos and a European champion. Now, I think if we look at this practice poll carefully, Nugo was maybe playing too much. In a real match, he would obviously flash pin the Korean Hulk, but I cannot say the same about Hristo or Coach Ray. So maybe that tells us that the Korean Hulk is only weak against a tall arm top roller who can negate his strength and not against guys who are not that tall. And what does that tell us about AUDEN LARRATT's top roll? And this brings me back to the James English versus AUDEN match. The second round, AUDEN did not have anything to offer against James English's hook. So I thought, man, his hook is really bad. Which it kind of is compared to his top roll. But the thing is that his top roll is so much evolved that he can fight above his weight class. Not literally, but he can fight against tougher opponents because his one weapon is that much developed right now. And I think Devon knows that very well. AUDEN knows that too, obviously. And that's why they've picked 3 opponents. All of them are short and all of them were inside arm wrestlers. 2 things that are obviously not going to work against AUDEN LARRATT's top roll. Keeping the fact in mind that they still kind of want some celebrity type of matches, this is my list, my suggestion for AUDEN LARRATT while picking his future opponents. Right now, if he wants an easy match, I would say Uncle John. Slightly difficult match, I would say Artem Ternenko. If slightly more difficult match, then Coach Ray. One of these 3 matches should be the first step. Then after clearing this first step, Eddie Hall, the big money match. After Eddie Hall loses to Brian Shaw, I think that's the perfect match that makes sense. Number 3, Ryan Blue Bowen. That match would also be awesome next year. If AUDEN beats Ryan, then maybe Larry Wheels. I know Ryan is kind of ahead of Larry, but is the 90 kg Ryan ahead of Larry? I don't really know. So either Larry or Ryan can be first or second depending on what AUDEN wants. And then finally maybe Brian Shaw. That's a good match too. So there are tons and tons of amazing matches available for AUDEN as of now. Let's see who he picks next. But clearly after watching these practice pulls from the Korean Hulk, it must have put some kind of fear in the eyes of the arm wrestling world. And AUDEN will be a threat to deal with.
Be in trouble shortly, buddy. In 19, he sees you in 6 months, you're fucked.
East versus West Challenger Series second event is going to be on November 23rd in Orlando, Florida. A couple of matches have already been announced. Coach Ray versus John Therian at 85 kilos right arm. Austin Wade versus Hristo Delirjakov, 77 kilos right arm. So they have now started utilizing the new weight categories. The previous event was amazing, perfect lighting, great video quality. The audio could have been slightly better, but other than that, it was literally amazing. Marlon Kleinsmith posted this on her Instagram. So we will meet again. I won 2019 at WL, so technically FIA is the underdog. But FIA has been active since then and I just came back this year after my UCL injury. So I'm trying to look at it as I am the underdog. Hate to not be. She is such a beast. So this post should teach the other arm wrestlers something. Like, she basically gave us the whole history that they have together. We do not have to do the digging to know what's the story behind this match and what to expect from this match to get excited for it. I think if at least that much all of the arm wrestlers can do, it would be much more easier for the fans to back up their favorite athlete to get engaged emotionally in the upcoming super matches. This is an amazing example. Arm Havoc 9. What an amazing free event to watch. I'll link it in the description. 5 hours of pure live stream arm wrestling matches, 15 super matches. I mean, just looking at this card, this graphic, you know it's serious. The video quality, the venue was so beautiful. You have to watch it. I know you won't see some big names there except for maybe the main event match where Bogdan Stoica was easily dominated by the Latvian Vladislavs Krasovskis. But still, I would encourage you to watch this event. For a free event, it's as good as it can get in terms of production quality. Thanks for watching, like the video and subscribe.